Thank you for visiting my channel. My name is Ed and I own a promotional distribution company, EKD Promotions. If you're not familiar with the promotional industry, it's basically providing branding solutions to organizations using screen printing, embroidery, and promotional products. I've been in business for over 15 years and have moved into the print-on-demand industry under the name Shirtcrafts. I will be discussing the 3 different platforms, RedBubble, Etsy, Merch by Amazon, and comparing some of the advantages and disadvantages between each of the platforms. I've placed them in this table so you can clearly see the different characteristics between each platform. The first one is opening and obtaining an account. To obtain an account on RedBubble, it's very simple to do, as well as Etsy. Basically, you just go to the website and register. However, for Merch by Amazon, it is rather difficult, and there are many who apply for an account with Merch by Amazon and have to apply several times before they're able to get an account, and in some cases, for whatever reason, sometimes they don't even get the account. So if you are able to get a Merch by Amazon account, it is precious, and you want to deal with that account very delicately and make sure you follow the Merch by Amazon rules and guidelines. The next item is the marketplace. All 3 of these platforms have a very large marketplace that you'll be marketing your products to. Merch by Amazon will be the largest since it does go into the Amazon ecosystem. But RedBubble and Etsy also have large marketplaces. The available products is the next category. Now, this one is critical depending on what you plan to do with your print-on-demand business. RedBubble has a large number of products that you can create your design and imprint on different types of products. The same goes for Etsy, but there's definitely a difference between RedBubble and Etsy regarding how the products are listed onto your print-on-demand shops, and we'll go over that a little bit later on. Merch by Amazon is relatively limited for the available products. So if you are fortunate to get a Merch by Amazon account, the products that they will permit you to upload your design to are basically t-shirts. They have the V-neck, standard long sleeve. They do have a tank top. There's a raglan shirt option. They have a sweatshirt option, pullover hoodie, and a zip hoodie. They do allow for iPhone cases, Samsung cases as well. And they've just added tote bags and throw pillows. So as you can see, the products are limited with what you can do with your Merch by Amazon account. In addition to that, also the colors are limited. So for example, on the pullover hoodie and sweatshirts, as well as the long sleeve shirts, they have very limited color options to market to their Amazon customer base. However, once again, it is important, if you are able to get onto the Merch by Amazon and get an account, that you utilize that account. The next part is the product uploads. I do want to go back to the available products where I put limited as well. Another thing that Amazon does is that they create a tier system. So you start in basically tier 10. They don't allow you to put more than 10 products when you start out at that tier 10. So you don't have the availability to do 100 products or 200 products like RedBubble and Etsy will allow. Once you achieve a certain number of sales, then Amazon will increase your tier level. I believe the next tier level is 25 and so forth after that. So that's another limitation once you're beginning with your Merch by Amazon account. Regarding product uploads, RedBubble doesn't charge for your product uploads, and you are allowed to do 60 designs per day. The nice thing also about RedBubble is that you will be able to upload your design on multiple different types of products at the same time. So if you have, a July 4th design and you want to place it on a mouse pad, on a hat, on t-shirts, it's all on that same area where you upload the design, and then you'll be able to center the design per item and make it look exactly the way you want it to look. This includes shower curtains and aprons and all kinds of products, which is very nice, as opposed to Etsy, where each time you have to upload it individually. So if you're making a t-shirt, you have to upload it onto the t-shirt, get that listed, and then go ahead and publish that design. Then you want to do stickers, you have to kind of do the whole thing again. And I'll go over that a little bit later on as well. Etsy also charges 20 cents per listing. Amazon does not charge for your upload. However, like I was saying, when you're beginning in tier 10, and you're only allowed one upload per day. So as you can see at the start, it can be very slow, unless of course you have a good marketing plan or a large social media following, something where you can advertise your listing and maybe get some quick sales at the start to start tiering up relatively quickly. Speaking of advertising, that is the next one over here. So advertising, RedBubble does not have advertising available for you to use through their platform. It is unavailable. Etsy does. So they do have Etsy ads that you can create a daily budget, and it'll run through the Etsy advertising ecosystem. The drawback with the Etsy advertising ecosystem is you're not able to dictate a dollar amount or a cent amount, if you will, per click. So you dictate the daily budget. Let's say you have $5 a day you want to advertise. You place the products that you want to advertise, and then Etsy will use their programming to determine what price is being paid per click, and that's a bit out of your control. Merch by Amazon, we listed it's unavailable at the start, so at the lower tiers, they don't allow for the lower tiered merchants to advertise. As you increase your tier level, that advertising option may become available to you. So initially, however, when you're starting out, it is unavailable. Here is an important characteristic that could differentiate which platform you may decide that you want to focus and concentrate on: the fulfillment and customer service. So RedBubble, I place it as complete by platform. So after you've placed your design and uploaded your design onto your RedBubble shop, you're pretty much done. RedBubble will take care of the printing, shipping, customer service, returns, any issues. They deal directly with the customer. Merch by Amazon also does the same, where basically after you've uploaded your design, Amazon will handle all the printing, shipping, customer service issues that may arise directly with the customer, and you don't have to worry about that yourself. Now, Etsy, that's not the case. So for Etsy, once you've created your Etsy shop, you do have to go to a third-party printing service like Printful or Printify. I did a video earlier on those two printing services, which I'll put a link below if you're interested to see my comparison between the two and which one may be the best for you depending on your projects. The main issue, besides just the time-consuming and cumbersome method of trying to upload your print-on-demand products onto Etsy, is dealing with the customers yourself. So assume everything's going smoothly and you've used Printful and Printify and you've integrated the printing services with your Etsy shop. The main issue may come, especially during the fourth quarter, when customers are making purchases and you manually have to keep track of going to your Printful and your Printify accounts to make sure there's no holes for some reason. The information needs to be accurate for those printing services to be able to ship out those merchandise to your customer that placed the order. So even though it's automated from the perspective that if the customer orders on your Etsy shop, it automatically goes to those printing services, the bottom line is that if there's any issue, the customer didn't put their last name, for example, the printing services can hold up your order and then the order never ships out to your customer. On top of that, there could be substantial production delays or shipping delays depending on which printing service you decide to choose. So it's definitely a lot more cumbersome, so I label it as a combo. You could be dealing with customer aggravation, customers wanting a refund, customers who decide they didn't like the quality of the shirt, the quality of the mask, whatever product that you're selling, and requesting a full refund. And you have to take care of that all on your own through your Etsy shop. The next category is keywords. And here is where Etsy may benefit depending on your projects versus some of the other platforms. RedBubble is relatively strict with the kind of keywords you can use. You don't want to infringe on any kind of copyrighted materials, things like that. Of course, you shouldn't be doing that on any of the platforms. But Etsy may not be quite as strict with their programming, depending on some of the target markets that you're trying to market your products to. Where Amazon, Merch by Amazon is very, very strict. There might be scenarios where you upload a design which seems to be relatively bland, relatively vanilla, not really infringing on any type of copywriting issues, but for some reason Amazon is not allowing it to go through. So that is something that you want to pay attention to. And like we said earlier with Merch by Amazon, you want to be very careful. Once you get that Merch by Amazon account, you want to definitely be treating it carefully so you don't do anything to have your account get closed. And finally, listing your products. RedBubble, Amazon, very simple. Same kind of, I believe I mentioned it earlier regarding you just go to your design upload area, you upload your design, and then you can place it on several different products for RedBubble. For Merch by Amazon, something similar to that you can do. Where Etsy, we referred to it earlier when we were speaking to the fulfillment customer service section. It is time consuming. It can be cumbersome. You have to list it one by one. If you want to list a mug, you have to do it separately from stickers, from a hat, from the t-shirts, where you have more flexibility with Etsy to do what you may want to do and to market to whom you want to market to, versus, for example, Merch by Amazon, especially with Merch by Amazon limitations on products. It is time consuming, so you have to evaluate what is your time worth. Hopefully the comparison between these three platforms you found to be beneficial as you move forward in your POD business models. As you can see, there are definitely some advantages and disadvantages between the three platforms. However, it is important to be on all three if you are able to. This table may determine which platform you wish to focus your POD business and move forward. Thank you again for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.